Greetings, everyone. I am back. It's your boy, Legend Muyui. I am back for another playthrough of Shadowrun Returns Dragonfall. Okay, it's been a hot minute since I actually been streaming. A lot has happened. I went through a detox for about 2 weeks. Super Bowl happened, in which I'm really not a fan of the Super Bowl, but it did happen. I've been back in the office. I'm no longer an instructor for my gainful employment. I'm finishing up on some business stuff, so it is good to be back. Let's just dive straight into it. We're going to go into our live playthrough of Shadowrun Returns Dragonfall. Because it's been a few weeks, I have no clue as to what I was doing last. Being that it's a Shadowrun game, most likely I was beating some people up, getting shot at, shooting back at some people, having some trivial disputes between what's actually right or wrong, even though we're doing some kind of shisty stuff for gainful employment. But anyway, we're going to hop into it. Oh, snap. Now I remember we were doing the run with Glory, and she probably has some type of dealings with the devil. I mean, they're pointing towards it. And so we're supposed to go. Yeah. We just took out her girlfriend. And so we got the key. We're going to go out here. We can talk to these people, and let's talk to them. You monster, you killed Marta. Yeah, I did. It couldn't be helped. Harold's going to get you, you'll see. Well. No, he's not. Because I am purpose to take him out with a vengeance. We're going to do everything that we possibly can to bring Harold to a harrowing end. Alright, so we took those kids out. And so this should be it. Yep. As you step forth, the scintillating red light that streams from the doorway flickers and dies. There is a strange lurching sensation in your gut, but it clears almost instantly. The door swings open with a touch. Something in my throat. Do apologize. That seems to have done it. Glory nods and reaches into her satchel. Her hand comes back out clutching a small jar. I'm going to put a smear of this on your forehead. It's a sort of alchemical balm. Her voice goes quiet. Harold taught me how to make it. Which is kind of weird because we're going in here to take him out, but she's going to use something that he taught her to probably counteract this stuff. Didn't know this is weird. So, because we are actually, if this is what I think it is, we're delving into the pretty much the workings of the demonic, which is an actual thing. Most people don't come in close contact with these types of things on a regular basis, even though these demonic forces do influence people to do their very nature. Humans are evil. Since the fall, we all have our things in which we fall for. And the problem with games such as this is that your character is a character who normally does things bad, but then they have moments of morality, which you have to have a standard of right and wrong, which they don't have the Bible as a standard of right and wrong. They have some type of moral compass that's within all human beings, which actually is the word of God. That's why God's going to hold people accountable, because there's a scripture that talks about even the heavens declare his glory. So even nature points to God, and if people want to reject him, they're going to be condemned by that very fact. Because people don't want to think about God. They want to say, well, there's got to be something else, but then they never think about it further than that. And that whole concept is going to be brought before them when they have to stand before a holy God who's going to require an answer, and they're not going to have an answer, because he's going to point, well, in every way, shape, or form, my son Jesus pointed to the way, and you wanted to refuse him at every turn. Now you have to deal with the consequences. And those are the consequences that they wanted. You know, he's not going to just let people slide in. He's not going to have people without excuse. But I just find it interesting that, you know, demonic presences are around here, and she's going to use something to kind of ward off these demonic forces, which that kind of stuff doesn't happen. It's a whole bunch of stuff that has been passed out through the Catholic Church, which basically started with a bunch of pagan worship that they integrated Christianity with. But the God of the Bible doesn't really deal with this foolishness. Light is stronger than darkness. If you don't believe me, go in a dark room and then turn on the light and see how much darkness stays around. Okay. She unscrews the cap from the jar, reveals a pale white ointment. The surface glitters strangely in the dim light. If you're ever wondering where my share of the take from our jobs has gone, this is your answer. Powdered orichalcum isn't cheap. What does this ornament do? I'm sure that it isn't. Where did you even find a supplier? Orichalcum, what's that? This is kind of interesting because I'm gonna let a little piece of myself out. I am a anime. I love anime. One of the first animes that my mom introduced me to, or because she found out I like anime, was this show called Slayers. And I can only imagine what was going on through my mom's mind, because I was like 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't even remember when I started watching anime. But you know, she went to a place called Suncoast Videos, had to figure out, you know, what her son may have liked. And my mom really doesn't really know me. She knows I like things, but she doesn't know why I like things and what pulls me towards them. So I can only imagine. She was young. I'm older than my mom was at that time, and trying to figure out what her young, middle, weird son likes. And she got me this anime called Slayers, where, you know, they had Lena Inverse in it, a 16-year-old girl who was a witch prodigy, and she was a good witch. That is the basis of an oxymoron I just find very comical. Anyway, one of the first scenarios was that they had an orichalcum statue. Now, I really don't know what orichalcum is. I just think it's probably some type of stone or anything like that, very valuable, but I don't really know. So, you know, I'm asked, what is that? An alchemical alloy. It's inherently magical, hellishly difficult to make, and incredibly expensive. It also the key ingredient in a lot of magical foci, and it's what makes this balm react the way that it does to astral energy. Okay, she dips a metallic finger. Oh, her fingertips are metallic. She dips a metallic fingertip into the jar and begins to stir. The boundaries between the material world and the astral plane are weak here. This stuff acts sort of like a lens. It focuses your perception, makes the haze real. She applies a smear of ointment to her forehead. It looks like a glob of glittering white paint. With this, we can deal with the spirit on its own level. See, all of this is like pagan, you know, trying to get into the spirit realm. Pretty much just, you know, medicinal herbs and everything to kind of make you go into a hallucinogenic state so you can see stuff. Spirits don't actually act in this particular nature. You don't need medicinal stuff to see spirits. Spirits are real. But, you know, only God allows you to be able to have that spiritual eye, which I don't even want to go into it, to be able to see spiritual things, you know. Sounds like a plan to me. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be a ton of fun. I'm glad that you came prepared. So my character's already supposedly magically inclined to the astral plane. So I'm just going to say sounds like a plan. I don't really believe this stuff is prepared. I mean, I have a friend who believed that spirits can influence a person beyond their actual nature, which is sad. So, you know, there's no come prepared for this. You're either spiritually infused or influenced, or you're saved because you believe upon the Lord Jesus Christ and God's Holy Spirit dwells in you. And so this whole spiritual opposition against God doesn't work on you because now you have power over it, or you don't. And so now you're bent to the wills of the God of this age, which is the devil. So, boom. Sounds like a plan to me. She dips her finger back into the balm and traces it down your forehead. The ointment feels cool and oily on your skin. That's good because we don't have another one. Oh, okay, cool. She fishes in her bag for a second time and pulls out a pair of silver necklaces. A rune inscribed pendant dangles from each. This will protect your astral self from spiritual possession. Don't take it off while we're dealing with the shrine. Whatever you do. Yeah, got it. This is hilarious. But some people believe in this. Some people are hardcore into this. This is their religious beliefs. This is what they live or die by. You know, but when you know the truth from difference, I mean, there's some semblance of truth in it, very minute. But yeah, spiritual things don't work like this. Most of it comes from pagan worship all across Europe, and then even down into Africa. You know, when the birth of nations started, with the Garden of Eden, all going out from there. And it's just transpired. People want to make up ways of and ideas of how to connect with God and all this type of stuff. It's kind of interesting because, you know, I am a science buff, but science doesn't trump my God and what he can do. My explanation of science is that science explains what God has already done. So when we begin to get into the realms of what God doesn't want us to know and we can't think about it, yeah, it's probably going to take another 100,000 years for us to understand stuff that God has already put in place, which is already written in his word. It's everything we need before we die. You know, everything else is everything else. Anyway, Glory puts out a pendant. The necklace glitters slightly against her pale skin. I don't know what's going to happen when we step in that room, plus Anchor. We're playing with forces outside of our control. Are you ready to do this? Ready as I'll ever be, I'll manage. I've been waiting for this since we got here. That is something that I would say, and my character would say. Let's go then. When we engage the spirit, Harold will come rushing back here, and when we kill it, he'll be crippled. Then we kill him. That's the plan. Let's do it. Yeah. I'm all about taking Harold down. I don't want this demonic stuff to spread. Some people are going to be left behind, and we'll see what happens. All right, that is the okay. As you approach the shrine, a chorus of high sibilant. I'm gonna have to look that word up later. Sibilant voices fill the air. The sound is light and airy, but something about it fills you with a bone-deep dread. Okay. Disembodied voices. Welcome home, Glory. Glory's eyes go wide. She opens her mouth to speak, but no sound escapes her. Glory, what? Something slams into you, a wave of intangible forces that turns your consciousness inside out and sends shockwaves vibrating through your mind. The world lurches and everything goes black. A screen shake is how they feel that. Okay. Kind of hellish scape we've been taken off to. Kind of like Silent Hill. Slowly you begin to stir. Murky, flickering impressions invade the oily stillness of your unconscious mind. The sensations come in waves, washing up over you and jerking you back towards consciousness. You smell acrid smoke and burning meat. The roar of distant flames whisper in your ears. When your eyes flutter open, a dull red glare fills your vision. As you attempt to struggle to your feet, you become dimly aware that the gravity here feels wrong. Everything is heavier than it should be. Slowly, the waves grow still and your senses calm. Okay. You find yourself staring into a infinite horizon. The blasted ruins of Forstel stretches out in all directions as far as you can see. Yeah, is this the astral space? Holy, well, that's never holy. Where the heck are we? Yeah, I'm gonna take the intelligent way because my guy is in tune to astral space. I'm gonna ask her. Most likely this isn't. She's gonna tell me it's some hellscape that she's known for a while. No. Where she surveys the surroundings, we're someplace else. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific than that, Glory. I don't have an answer for you, but there's one thing that I am sure of. Whatever this place is, the adversary holds sway here. Adversary? No. The adversary doesn't have sway in hell. He's going to be bound to hell. And that's what people really don't understand. And that's kind of the weirdness about all the falseness that has come out. I mean, essentially from the Catholic Church. I don't want to rag on the Catholic Church because it's because of what happened with the Roman Catholics that Christianity did spread as far as it can be. And I am a Christian today. However, I am pretty much a Protestant. I protest the Catholic Church because of their beliefs. They have so many wonky beliefs that are outside of the Bible's context. They go to these other books to try to find some answers to stuff that they really don't even need answers for. Certain things are just the way it is, and people don't want to accept that. They need some type of answer that seems so great to them, and they'll reach out to the far-fetched that the Bible doesn't even talk about. One is that the devil has authority in hell. He doesn't. God has ultimate authority everywhere. However, Jesus Christ himself said that Satan is the god of this age. Satan has sway on earth. That's why there's a lot of demonic stuff going on. And not demonic is like people got horns and, you know, they're deformed looking, going around being mutated, demon looking horrible all over the place. No. They act, they think, and they push out thoughts that are against God and what God commanded. I mean, you got the agenda of redefining what marriage is, people being confused about what gender they are. All of those is demonic because God made humans the way that he made them. And the enemy, or adversary as they want to use right here, he wants to pervert all of that. And he doesn't care how he does it. So if you're not upon the agenda if you're not on the agenda to redefine what marriage is, but you're on the agenda to cause people to be confused as to not know what sex they are, he'll get you there. And if you're not going for those things, he'll cause you to be a drunkard or cause you to be caught up in all types of drugs, or cause you to be a womanizer, cause you to be a lady who uses men. You know, all these things are against God. It's just that certain things are in the news now, so people talk about it versus other things. You know, lying is a big thing. Like almost everyone lies, but no one's really trying to make lying a law. But people are trying to make other things, which are sins, laws. And so that's, you know, Christians come and talk about that. If this is the adversary's domain, wouldn't that be? Nope. So this place, whatever it is where we're going to find the spirit, right? So I love how they use these words for it, because these words all come from Christianity. Some people like to say, no, they're older religions than Christianity. You can't have anything older than in the beginning. So, whatever. Yeah, it'll be here somewhere. All right, so let's kill it. Where am I at? I have no idea where I'm at. Can I go here? Oh, and she's following me, which is just great. What am I doing? How come I can't go up? Oh. All right, then I'll use this. I usually don't use that. Smoke, pillars, burning stuff, you know, not the worst sense of what people think, you know, hell looks like, but it is nowhere near accurate. Okay, we got some fire things going on. As you step... Nice soundtrack. As you step forward, you find yourself gagging. The air in this room is saturated with a slaughterhouse smell, a smell like blood and bile and feces. The stench of a abattoir? 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 I'm going to have to look that word up as well, because I have no clue. That kind of looks French, but I don't really know my my languages that well. But I don't know. Up ahead, you catch sight of something sliding into the world. It looks like a charred man with a pair of tortured faces where its shoulders should be. The thing burns like a Roman candle, spitting white hot sparks in a fiery plume. An oily substance runs down between its dangling legs and splatters onto the floor, and where those drips land, they burn. So some nice vivid imagery, but still, I mean, words can't really describe stuff. Anyway, behind the creature, a second thing lumbers into view, a wall of muscle, sinew, and burning pitch. The things lurch towards you, leaving a trail of greasy smoke in their wake. Okay. All right, let's get a closer look. Ha! You missed! All right. So with my magic... Alright, I'm going to just come up here. And we are going to hit this thing 40, 50. This thing is called a Seeker. This thing is called a Mauler. So we're going to get up close. 14 damage. So we're going to take him out first. Because I'm Glory. And apparently her earthly stuff works in the spirit realm. Which, if this stuff was as the lore as they actually make it, this doesn't make sense. But it is what it is. I'm gonna put Glory up front, have her behind cover, and he's gonna come directly for me. All right, so Glory's going to do her thing, and we're gonna take this thing. Oh, 69. As my boy Davey 504 says, Lamal 69. Everything's 69%. Well, that did not, it got bleed on it, but it didn't take away any of its stuff. So I'm just gonna, yeah, you're not gonna do much with it, and I'm going to just blast this thing, which that's not good. That's all right. Oh, it heals itself and it attempts to hit me. And that's going to try to hit me as well, and it kills its thing, so that's good. So I'm gonna hit it. We're gonna get rid of it. Glory's gonna come over here and she's gonna something's not working like it should. Give me one brief moment. Okay. I can move around, but I can't target anything. Oh, there we go. There we go. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. Alright, so Glory, she's going to go over here. She's going to try to do some damage on this thing. Most likely... Alright, give me a brief moment, guys. Oh, stuff is running really slow. Give me one brief moment. Okay, I'm back. I am not exactly sure what was going on. Hopefully it's cleared up now. It looks like it is. Glory's doing her little scratchy thing. Muyui is going to go over there. I'm sorry, plus anchor. I always use Muyui. You know what? I'm going to put plus anchor in cover. See if this thing is really going to go after me or Glory. Oh, he's just going to die. Okay, all right. So because he did that, I'm going to shoot this fireball thingy over here. And we're good. We're going to keep going. We're in another place and we got some other stuff coming. So, how far can my fireball go? I'm going to try to hit them and I miss. And I get him instead. I'll take it. Glory's going to do her little thingy. And I'm going to get her out close. See who's this thing going to go for. It's programmed to go for the main character, which is kind of sad. But Glory's going to go with her and she's going to utilize everything and be like, you know what? Take that. Take that. Take that. All right. And so I'm going to get up close and we are going to go after this thing right here. The Seeker. 28. That was just beautiful. This thing should attack, but it didn't. And Glory's just going to clean up. Glory's going to come over here, be like, you know what? You didn't want to take that? You're going to take this L. And then I'm going to move her out the way. And I'm going to see if I could utilize that. Beautiful. And it's not going to go after Glory, which is just stupid. So I'm going to kind of blast it from behind. Flank it, make it look like, hey, what you doing over here? And then I'm going to use Glory to, you know. Oh, you missed. I didn't like that, Glory. Yeah, but I did like that. It's going to turn around. I'm going to go back to, you know, plus anchor, and we're going to hit it from behind. Oh, this is just beautiful. Then Glory's just going to take it out. It's going to die. Beautiful. That was just awesome. Didn't even take damage on that one. All right. So we're going to... all right, this looks like a big place where some stuff is going to happen. So I'm going to take a sip of my tea as I look around at runes glowing, just floating in the air. Red candles with a light, with wood. This looks like it falls down into a fiery pit, when other places the wood just seems like it floats over an abyss. And a mounted deer just sitting there on the side. This is what hell's landscape looks like. Sure. All right. Oh. I don't know other religions that well. Looks more like a Native American god than the adversary. The thing hovering before you is hideous. Its broad chest is jacketed in scale-like patches of burning coal, and its many sets of antlers shimmering with heat. It smells like a barn fire, wood smoke, burning fur, and blackened bodies. The spirit inclines its head towards Glory and spreads its arms in welcome. Glory, welcome, child. It speaks in a chorus of clear, lilting voices. Lilting. You don't hear them so much as feel them. The sensation is strange, like hundreds of butterflies fluttering in your chest. What a pleasure it is to see you again. And so this is what I like about literary works. You know, to describe feelings that people probably have never felt before and kind of give you an idea. Because even, you know, in the medical field, you know, I've never really have been one to say, you know, I know a numb, a dull, or stinging pain. I don't know the difference between them. I just know it's pain. So when I see those words like a stinging pain, I know what a sting is, but I don't know if this is a stinging pain or dull pain or numbing pain. You know, a numb pain, I don't see how you can feel that, because if it's numb, how are you feeling anything? You know, I should know I was shot and I got this numb patch on my arm, and you know, for the longest time I couldn't feel this at all. I'm like, oh yeah. So I used to get stung by mosquitoes in that area, and then later on I'd be like, hey, I got a little bump here, because I would never feel it. Okay. We're going to kill you, spirit. And once you're dead, Harrow will follow. We're burning this entire godforsaken place to the ground, and we're doing it tonight. The spirit chuckles, a strange warble sound that sends a shiver down your spine. We knew why you had come, child. When you mutated yourself, when you cut away your connection to him, all became clear to us. We knew that one day you'd be back and that you would lash out against our great master. It was inevitable. The voices in your head softens, become sad, but the fluttering in your chest turns ugly, like a buzzing wing of swarms of blowflies. You have mangled yourself beyond repair, and you did it in spite of him. He, who was your greatest benefactor, you betrayed him, child, but he loves you all the same. This adversary sounds like a pretty reasonable guy. Foolishness. Cut the... Yeah, Glory, don't listen to this thing. Slowly, terribly, the spirit begins to turn, and you can hear the crack and pop of splintering vertebrae as its enormous head shifts on its shoulders. It fixes its carnivorous gaze on you. Your friend, this outsider, speaks out of turn, but we take no offense. His words are like a babble of a newborn babe. He is ignorant of the truth. The spirit inclines its head towards you. If the noise continues, we will teach him and the babble will cease. No, it won't. Glory shoots you a sidelong glance, her mouth and mouths out a word. Don't. I have a message for you from our great master. He has a gift for you, a peace offering, one that he offers freely, a sign of his continued affection for you. He knows that you desire his servant's destruction. As a symbol of his love, he will grant you the power to bring an end to Harrow. He knows that you wish to free the children of the Foresteel. As a sign of his compassion, he will help you set them free. You can have everything you want, child, all of this and more. Sounds like when the devil went before Jesus and took him up on a higher mountain and says, you know, here's all of the kingdoms of the world. If you bow down and worship me, I'll give them to you. Sounds like that. I could remain silent. I wouldn't say what's the catch, because I mean, if this situation actually was real, I mean, I wouldn't care. You can't offer me anything, you demon. You have no power. I mean, it's straight up just that simple. I'm not your property. I never will be your property. You can't do anything to me because God's spirit is in me. Boom. What? Fight me. I mean, it could kill me. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't have the power to end my human life, but then I'll be with Jesus, and then, you know, we'll both get the laugh. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna just keep talking out of turn because I have no respect for whatever this thing is. The spirit keeps its attention fixed on Glory. It clasps its hands and leans forward, bowing its head. All that he requires of you is a show of good faith. Remove the protection ward from your neck. His gift is free. No, yours forevermore. Say nothing. No deal. Killing this thing would be too easy. We should purify it and make it atone for its crimes. I'm not going to say nothing. You know, I'm here to destroy all of this demonic foolishness, which you really can't because they're spirits. You can't really kill them. But anyway. Only God can kill immortal things because, well, he's God. So I'm going to kill it. You know what you're saying, right? If we choose not to kill the spirit, if we purify it instead, then we won't have any hope of killing Harold. He'll feel his control slipping away, and he'll dart before we catch him. And we hunt him down. For now, we purify. You're right. Harold needs to die. Letting this thing live to do this thing. Yeah. Letting him live to do this again would be a great. All right, Leah, let's do that. The blades slide out of Glory's fingertips, and that means that your time has come, spirit. The spirit chuckles. Very well, child. It pains me to. If pain is what you seek, you will bring it. We will bring it to you. We must be Legion. Beneath its leathery skin, the thing's bones begin to shift, straining against the ligaments and tendons that bind them. A hideous crackle sound fills the air as its skeleton splinters and pops. All right. As you watch the spirit's body begin to rupture, great lesions open up in the creature's chest and back. Its ribcage cracks from some horrible internal pressure. The spirit's chest heave, and a foul liquid pools from the ripes of its flesh. A flash of light stabs your eyes, and when your vision clears, you find 3 identical spirits floating before you. Death comes in many forms, child. A fluttering sensation in your chest grows into a rasping pain that steals the breath from your lungs. It feels like you're being eaten alive. Yours will be swift and brutal. No, it won't. Let's fight. All right, let's get a sense. 3 of them. So... Glory, because it's not really going to attack you like that, we're going to kill the closest thing. 65, 103, 130, 130, 130. All right. I missed, so I'm gonna hide myself. Gory's gonna go around smacking stuff. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? A figure materializes out of the shadows. The form it wisps is insubstantial projection of a man, distorted by distance. His silhouette ripples like a flag in the wind. Through the haze, you can see his face. He is more beautiful than handsome. Yeah, right. With sculpted features as an unnaturally youthful complexion, his expression is sad. Harold? Glory. The voice is deep but faint and marred by echoes. It sounds as if he's shouting from the far end of a long tunnel. You shouldn't have come here. I was content to let you live out your life in peace. You taught me to kill, monster. You trained me to like it. Seems only fitting that I shared what I've learned with you. I don't want to kill you, Glory. And I won't unless you force my hand. The flickering silhouette spreads its arms wide. Ask me for my protection and I will usher you out of this place. You can leave Farsil in peace. If you ask me politely, I might even let your friend... Man, yo, bro. You're going to die tonight, Harold. I'm going to tear out your throat. As you did to poor Martyr. Yeah, that's right. That's what I came to do, player. The air all around him begins to pulse with scintillating bursts of color. His rippling transparent form glows with heat from within. That was a terrible thing, Glory. You've brought this upon yourself. All right, so... All right, well... I'm gonna heal myself. And Glory, yeah, we coming to take out Harold. We don't care about nothing else. We're gonna kill your little man right here. Yeah, we don't need you doing stuff either. Kick that man in the face. And I'm gonna hit him with the Hadouken. Man, get up out of here. Nobody told you to come. Yo, stop attacking me. Yo, don't break my armor. Don't break my armor, player. What are y'all doing? Glory, handle my light work. Oh, Oh, we found the right one. Okay. Oh boy, no you didn't. No you didn't. Yo, Harold, why are you still here, bruh? Nobody likes you. Get up out of here. Kick him in the face. Yo, you are hurting my plus anchor. What you gonna do, Harold? You gonna run like a little girl? Deflect. That's alright. Oh, that must be the real one. Thank you, Harold. You let me know which one of these are the real one. Glory, this blocked. I don't like what you did, Harold. You treated me bad. Get up out of here. All right, so plus anchor, things get a little dicey. So you're gonna have to hit these things up with some good power. And why'd you miss? What? Oh, y'all got jokes. Y'all seriously got jokes. How dare y'all did that? You knocked down 20 of my thing. So I'm gonna take glory. And we just gonna go around. Yeah. We're just gonna keep hitting you. Because we don't like you. And I'm gonna bomb you. I'm a... Okay. That one missed. That one hit me. That one hit me. Yo, Harold, nobody likes you, bro. Why you keep coming back in here? Nobody. This is the real one. No one likes you, Harold. Harold. Yo, now you just cheating. That's all right. All right, this is the one. Oh, now you want to hit glory. Okay. Wait a minute, glory. Can you get me up? Yo. Yo. This is the real one. We got to get over here and we got to take out Harold. Get up out of here. Nobody like you. Harold, stop it. You embarrassing yourself. All right. Well, yo, anybody tell you come over here and do some stuff, Harold? Six? Nah, we're gonna blast this thing. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Actually, will my gun do anything? Bust the cap up in it. Oh, really? All right. Glory going to heal herself. We're going to look at this thing. Okay. Where my magic at? Yeah, I can't do that because Glory's over there. Alright. We're just gonna shoot you with fireballs because we don't like you. We ain't scared of you, player. Yo! Yo! You know what? Harold, you ain't stopping this, player. Take that, Harold. Weaken the heart of Forestel stumbles backwards. The barn fire stench of it intensifies, and its chorus of voices divulge into a cacophony of animals shrieking. The fluttering butterflies in your chest becomes razor blades, and every shriek is accompanied by a white-hot burst of pain. Glory is up and moving, beelining for the spirit's weakened form. Her claws glintly red in the infernal glow. The power released by the spirit's death explodes outwards, slams into you like a freight train, and sending you reeling. Glory is buffeted backwards like a rag doll, but she manages to retain her footing. That doesn't make sense. If she's buffeted back like a rag doll, how she's going to maintain her footing? Typically, if someone's ragdoll, they're probably inverted, off balance. I don't know. Maybe she flipped or something like that. I don't know. She managed to retain her footing. She turns to face you, the ichor of the spirit's chest wincing off of her razor-tipped fingers as you watch her right hand burst into flames. Harold stumbles backwards, clutching his head. The rippling motion of his outline has become ragged and violent. Through the haze you can see rivulets of gore tracing their way down from his ears to his nose. The whites of his eyes have gone pink with blood. He shrieks at Glory, and his voice comes out in a strangled croak. "You stupid female dog! What have you done?" Slowly she turns to face the flickering projection. Flames continue to lick up from the chrome of her hands with the metallic glow like molten glass. When she speaks, her voice is strangely calm. "What needed to be done. See you in the real world, Harold." The projection of Harold convulses and bursts, and the scraps are consumed by shadows. The shadows dissipate and Harold's gone. "Yep, I hope that fatherless child bends." A wave of nausea washes over you and your perception distorts. It feels like some great unseen power is turning you inside out. You catch sight of Glory standing impassively, smiling into the void. Then everything goes black. Where's Harold? Slowly you swim back to consciousness. The mound of stone that was Harold's shrine was shattered, and the aura of power that it emanated is gone. Struggling to your feet, you find Glory standing nearby. She looks as calm as she ever has, but something about her troubles you. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you can't shake the feeling that something is wrong. "Glory, you okay?" She gives you a sidelong glance. "I'm fine, plus anchor, but we need to get moving. Things are spilling through from the other side like rats fleeing a sinking ship. And besides, we still have Harold, the real Harold, to kill." You cough to clear your lungs of the soot and smoke that you inhaled in the other place. If we're talking about astral projections, how is it affecting your real body? Come on, be consistent. But for no avail. To your horror, you realize that the smoke is here. Forestel is burning. From the hallway outside, you can hear a chaotic jumble of sounds. Just on the other side of the door, a man is yelling, pleading with someone to stop. From the cries that follow, you gather that his words have fallen on deaf ears. You also hear a fainter, higher-pitched noise, the scream of the initiates. I can hear Harold. He must be right outside. Let's go finish this. Nope, we ain't saving no initiates. We came to do something. A curious expression flints across her face. Yes, let's. I've been waiting for this a long time. Man, we about to put him down. Where you at, Harold? Harold? His name's probably Howard. Oh, there you go. Oh, snap. What's going on? We gonna fight him or we gonna fight those things? Oh, he's upset. They upset with you, Harold? You can't fight those things? Harold magic still protects them, but not well enough. At least half of his body has been seared black by the creature's attacks. Blood spills from his ears and nose, and his eyes have gone wide with terror. Glory stalks towards Harold, a claw at her side. A ghastly smile creases her face. Excuse me. And then widens further as she draws near. A nightmare creature from the adversary's domain falls back at her approach, and possibly the fingers of her right hand begin to glow, just as they did in the adversary's domain. I mean, they did? I didn't even realize that. The metal goes from a cherry red to a yellow to white in an instant, and a wave of heat washes over you. She looks down on Harold's huddled form and raises her right arm. Glowing razors erupt from her incandescent fingertips. He looks up at her, his mouth agape. Hello, lover. She sneezed on him? When Glory's burning claw makes contact, Harold's flesh bubbles and bursts. She rakes his chest, then plunges a pair of razor-tipped fingers into his eyes. His final scream are inhuman, like something out of a nightmare. Glory shakes her hand free, and his seared body tumbles to the floor. It's over. She smiles at you, lit from beneath by the red glow of that claw. Her mouth looks like it's full of blood. It's finished. With dawning horror, you realize what was bothering you before. Something is absent, and that realization makes your stomach churn. Her pendant. The protective charm that once glinted against her pale skin, it's gone. Glory, what happened to your pendant? The ward that you were wearing, where is it? She glances down, and you can see the worry begin to creep onto her face. The wild look in her eyes slowly dies away, replaced by that cool, analytical expression that you've come to know. I don't know. Must have lost it somewhere along the way. The angry glow of her burning claw fades into nothing as the metal cools. As you watch, the red light that bathes her body slowly dies away. Something happened to you in there, Glory. Your hands. How do you explain that? How is that even possible? When did you lose it? Before or after we killed the spirit? Yeah, let's just go with that. I want to know. After, I think. I don't know. But don't worry, I feel fine. Besides which, we have more pressing concerns at the moment. We need to get out of here. It's only a matter of time before the entire compound shakes itself apart. Fine by me, let's get up out of here. I can't take you back to before we know what happened. You still seem like yourself, so I trust what you're telling me. Who knows, maybe this could even help us down the road. Please? Yeah, agreed. I think that I have this thing, whatever it is, under control, and that means that we can use it. Let's get moving, Plus Anchor. I want to put as much distance between myself and this place as possible. Let's get up out of here. As on cue, an ominous creak sound reverberates through the hall, throughout the halls of the Farstel, followed by the groaning of buckling support struts from above. Other strange noises can be heard further in the distance, panicking screams and faint cries for help, intermingled with the bellowing roars of escaping spirits. Say nothing, this place is going down, and if we don't hurry, we're going to go with it. Let's get out of here. Those screams, the cultists are still alive. We can't leave. Yep, let's get up out of here. Yes, let the fire take this place and everything in it. We've done what we came here for. Harold's dead. We've won. All right, let's get up out of here. Time to play. Come on, Glory. She just stood there, silent, just looking at it kill. I don't know. That was kind of intense. You tread your way back through the trees of the Schoenbuck Forest, tracing your way back to the thicket where you and Glory hid the van. The inferno that consumed Forestell is spreading, and the conflagration casts the forest around you in a sinister orange light. The heat at your back is intense, unbearable. Far ahead, Glory blazes a trail for you to follow, shredding the foliage in her path, probably with her claws. Fire is moving fast, but you're faster. You climb into the van, put the vehicle in gear, and punch the accelerator. The burning ruin of Forestell recedes in the distance, a glowing speck in the rear view mirror. The peace and safety of the cruise bazaar lies ahead. Okay, so this was intense. This was real intense. All of this. Wait a minute, how do we get here? All right, so I just need to know how much money I got. I didn't mean to go up there. 8,000. So I don't really got much. Probably need to buy some stuff. Yeah, because I have nothing more. Yeah, we're coming down probably to the end of this. Probably 2 more times. Well, I don't know how the last go of this is, but 2 more times and it should be actually the end of this game. So I'm gonna load back up on some medical stuff, because that was it's kind of intense. We took out, a evil spirit that was attached to a man. Yeah, I need medical supplies, Dr. Esquivel. We are going. Can only get. All right. Yeah, I think I used 2, so we're going to take 2. No, I guess I used more. Oh, no. I'll put that in there. Cool. All right, that should hold me off. That was kind of wild. Really interesting. We are going to. How come my stuff isn't like lit up? Just want to make sure I don't have any other like side jobs or anything like that. Did Blitz give up? I don't remember. But anyway, we're going to talk to Glory. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go make sure everything is copacetic with my run. I'm open my jobs. I'm going to claim my payment. Got 2,500. You submit the job as finished and await your client. A few moments later, a message pops up onto your screen. Herr Fuchs, plus anchor. An excellent job, plus anchor. You are a credit to your profession, and I would not hesitate to hire you again. Your fee will be transferred to your account immediately. A moment later, a second screen pops onto your inbox. Your payment details. All right, we got 15,000 deductions, 4,000 for the 3 people that was with me. So 4,000 split a couple ways was cool. Had to resupply the ammunition. Automatic deductions for my Alice fund, and 2,500 was sent to me. So that's pretty cool. Anything else? I got any pending missions? That's good. Jobs directory. Okay, so I have no jobs. Inbox. Blitz. M plus anchor. Please tell Lucas, Blitz, that I'm proud of him for not being an idiot. In all seriousness, I know that his first impulse must have been to come riding to my rescue, despite the fact that I didn't want him to. The fact that he was willing to listen to me and stay away, well, it means a lot. I wish I could tell him everything. So much has happened, but for now, I'm afraid that I have to keep quiet. Lives depend on it. Please tell him to sit tight and that I'll be in touch when I can. And please tell him that I love him. Best. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. All right. The screen flickers to life and Hermrick's face appears. While he looks pale and haggard, his eyes are rimming with red. Oh, you really screwed us. I hope you're happy about that. An hour after your little party at the Oz compound, a whole district was crawling with Knight Errant, and who do you think they came to see? You guessed it. They came to us just like we said they would. Danny's dead, Mira's wrecked, and we need to keep moving just to stay alive. All thanks to you. Hope you rot. Okay. It is what it is. I mean, if they had real options in this game that was really flushed out a little bit more. Which I'm not sure. I mean, it's a good company. They left it so that we can create our own campaigns. So, you know, if I was to actually do one, it would probably take me years because I would have follow-up missions on missions that you do that runs well into other missions for you on doing stuff. You know, I would try to pick them up, get them on their way, probably bring them back here, trying to make sure their life is, yeah, but, you know, you don't got those options. This is a dog-eat-dog world. Anyway. Inbox, jobs, Alice. Alright, I got more than I need. Alright, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk to Glory. And that's going to be it. Glory stands, an introspective look on her face. At the sound of your approach, she turns to face you. She nods at you. Thank you for your help at Farsdale. I couldn't have done it without you. Speaking of which, I've been meaning to talk with you about that. Of course. After the things we saw in there, I'm not surprised. Go ahead, plus anchor. I'm listening. We killed her, but we didn't manage to save any of the cultists. Not a single one of them. We didn't even try. You looked distraught when Marta died. How are you holding up? Let's talk about what happened. There's a long pause before she responds. You need to be more specific. You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about, Glory. The missing pendant, the other place, the burning hand that you brought back with you. When you killed Harold, your hand was on fire. Call me crazy, but I don't think that it's supposed to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the playful one. That. Well, clearly something happened to me when I plunged my claw into the heart of Farsdale. But as to what that something was, your guess is as good as mine. Can't believe that you're acting so nonchalant about this. So, don't you think that we should do something about it? Like what? I mean, I'm gonna be surprised at her nonchalantly. She probably has it like all the time, but you know, this is really impressive. Got these little dots on her abs though. Kind of cute. Anyway, I just don't see what's to panic about. Ooh, excuse me. I just don't see what panic about it is supposed to do, or was supposed to accomplish. What happened, and I've managed to take away some residual, if inexplicable, gain from it. How can that be bad? It's demonic. Anyway, don't bother answering that. It was a rhetorical question, and I can see that you won't be satisfied until I offer you some sort of a real answer. She steeples her fingers musingly. I suppose it's possible when the spirit died, some portion of its essence was trapped in the hand that I used to kill it? Yeah, how'd that happen? We were in a place with different rules, remember? I'm already too far out of my comfort zone to offer you a real answer. Maybe it reacted to the Ori Halcom and the balm that I was wearing. I don't know. Anyway, the important thing is that some portion of the spirit, let's call it residue, got smeared onto my hand in the adversary's domain. And somehow, back in the real world, that residue has imparted me with magic. Whatever the reason, however, it's happening, I can't help but to look upon this as a good thing. Boom, that's good. I guess I can't argue with you there. If it makes you more combat capable, I can't already... Call it what you will. Whatever this is, it's part of me now. Pragmatic. Let's change the subject. Is there something you else want to talk about? Let's talk about Martyr. Her expression clouds, as well as can be expected. My feelings on this are complicated. I don't know if you want to talk about it. Complicated how so? That's usually my answer when people say stuff is complicated. How is it complicated? People really want to make like the emotions are really, really, really that deep. You have a desire for something, you act upon it to preserve it, or you act upon it to push it away. I mean, just because they can't pinpoint the feelings, just yeah. So how was it complicated? I killed the first person I ever loved. Whatever else Martyr might have been, she'll always be that. She pauses for a moment, and am I ultimately sorry that she's dead? Yes, but I'm not sure what the alternative should be. I ain't gonna say nothing. Martyr was a new definition of the term damaged goods. I can't even imagine the amount of psychological trauma she had been carrying if she were alive today. It'll take her years to recover, and in that time she'll still be dangerous. All in all, it's probably better that things turn out the way they did. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. Yeah, we didn't worry about him. I wish that we could have saved somebody, but we made a decision to kill Harold, no matter the cost. I won't second guess that decision now. Fair enough. She nods and her expression softens. For what it's worth, we did save a lot of people back there. Harold's dead, and the far sale is gone. Nobody will ever be corrupted by that place again. For that, you should feel proud. Yeah, that's everything. Anytime plus Anchor. Again, thanks. I mean that. Okay. All right. So, got a little time. I can do a little overtime. I'm gonna go talk to Blitz to see if Blitz is going to give me another dialogue, being that I got my a little message from Emmy. Most likely it won't, because I don't know. I don't know if they really have the time to do that, to make those types of triggers where you actually do something and it'll change the dialogue. We'll see. I can. Sweet. Okay. Blitz is clearly still as tense as ever. The table in front of him is littered with cigarette butts, and there's an enormous mud of soy calf cradled in his hands. He looks up at you with a tortured grin. Hey, Chief. What can I do for you? Nothing much, Lucas. Hey, I've got something for you. Really? What is... He straightens his eyes and goes wide. Wait a second. How do you know that name? I found a message waiting in my inbox. It was directed to you. Maybe you should see for yourself, your girlfriend. He swallows hard. Who was this message from? Emily. Blitz stares at you for a moment, uncomprehending. Wait, what? You got a message from Emily? Yep. He blinks. Well, let me hear it. She says that she's all right. She also says that she is, and I quote, proud of you for not being an idiot. She also says that she'll be in touch when she can. As you speak, a genuine smile spreads across Blitz's face, and he nods when you finish. Well, Chief, I guess you were right. Of course I was. I'm always right. He smirks. I'll do my best to remember that from now on. You ready to leave this behind you and concentrate on your work? Here's the hint. The correct answer is yes. Yeah, boss. No more digging around and no more fishing expeditions. When Emily's ready to come back, she'll come back. I get that now. Good. Oh, I like that. I've never... They did it. I mean, they don't have everything in this game that I would like, but they have enough. Well, you know what I say. If this is your last piece of entertainment, which I do hope it is, I hope that you'll take this time to actually do something that's a little bit more beneficial for yourself, that'll help you get towards your goals, working on your business, learning how to make art, learning a new language, something. Just do it. Don't sit around all the time and doing things that will just fill up your time with wasting your time. You know, it is good to enjoy other people's creativity. It is good to enjoy the fruits of other people's labor. You know, try to use that as inspiration and is like, you know, I'm not doing something. I'm looking at other people do a whole lot, but I myself am not doing something. There's something I always wanted to do. Take time to do that. Invest in some time in looking at it. Read a book. Go online. Look at a video. Get inspiration, tutorials. It's all out there. And we're in an information age and it's free. So, you know what I say. This is your boy, Legend Muyui. I'm out.